And joining us now to provide more insight on the 2018 convention is NCBA CEO Kendall Frazier. Kendall, let's take a quick look back at 2017. NCBA chalked up some pretty important wins this year. Tell us a little bit about those.
We did. We were successful working with EPA and stopping the Waters of the United States rule, which was a massive invasion of property rights. We helped Congress pass the new tax reform legislation, and there's some good things in that legislation for cattlemen and American agriculture. We were successful in getting a foot in the door in the China market. Long term, we think that's going to be really something positive for U.S. beef exports. In the checkoff program of work that we do, we launched the Rethink the Ranch whole campaign, which is telling the beef production story from farm to fork. We've also consolidated and relaunched the Beef is What's for Dinner plan. So we had a really good year last year.
And I want to ask you more about a couple of those things in just a minute, but we just heard from a group of producers at convention about their thoughts of 2018. What are going to be some of NCBA's priorities this next year?
Well, we're going to be active in Washington, D.C., as we always are. We've got 25 member staff back there in the halls of Congress, working the halls of Congress, working the regulatory agencies every day. Trade is going to be a big issue. We're going to watch very closely the NAFTA renegotiations. Our message to the administration is do no harm. There's an effort to renegotiate the Korean Free Trade Agreement. Our message there is do no harm, because you know, as well as a lot of people know, that exports are really important to the U.S. beef industry. We're going to be working the environmental issues with EPA. And we're going to be really active in Washington, D.C. Plus, we're going to continue some of these marketing programs that we have to do, that we need to do in order to move this increased supply of beef.
That's absolutely critically important, and we're benefiting from that right now. So you mentioned the Beef It's What's for Dinner campaign, and obviously NCBA is a proud contractor to the checkoff. Tell us about some of the work you've done there over the last year.
Well, we have. We stepped back and did some consumer research and found that slogan, Beef It's What's for Dinner, has a tremendous brand equity with American consumers. And so we stepped back, we relaunched the campaign with a marketing and advertising and public relations campaign to celebrate kind of the anniversary of when that was started many years ago, and we've had a really terrific response to it.
It's been phenomenal. I challenge all of our viewers to get on that website. There's some great stuff there. What number of convention does this make for you?
This is number 33 at the national level, and I had another 7 that I attended at the state level.
That's phenomenal. So what's your favorite part of conventions?
Meeting the members and cattlemen who come here and the opportunity to talk with them. In this role that I have at NCBA, I don't get near enough time to do that.
Right.
But I'll have a chance to go into the trade show and be in the halls and the committee meetings and the general sessions. And it's always fun for me to talk to people who are involved in the industry every day, Kevin, to find out what's on their mind, what's keeping them up at night. What could we be doing for them with dues dollars and checkoff dollars to advance the industry? That's what the enjoyment I get out of these conventions.
Yeah, it's a great time. And so for folks that may not have been able to make it here in Phoenix, what guidance do you give them to get engaged in NCBA and the beef industry over the next year?
First, get involved at the local level, get involved in your state cattlemen's association, and then you can get involved in NCBA. And get engaged. Come to the convention next January in New Orleans. We're going to have a big crowd there. We'll have a lot of fun, do a lot of work in New Orleans. We haven't been to that city for a long time. But I would encourage anybody to come to this convention. There's so much you can learn, so many people that you can meet, and you'll have a great time.
Absolutely. It's been a fantastic week, and we do look forward to going to New Orleans. Thank you for spending some time with us today.
Thank you, Kevin.
As Kendall just mentioned, it's important to keep up to date on the issues facing cattlemen and women. You can help make a difference in the industry by becoming a member of NCBA. It's easy to do. Just call toll-free 1-866-233-3872, or you can visit the website ncba.org.